So decided to bring the family to a spa. So we're at a spa in San Nicolas. And here's the prices to get done what you want to have done. Yeah. Yes, this is it. Open the doors. We went and got pedicures done. Ladies got their nails done. And there you go. My brother-in-law got his highlights done. My nephew got his haircut done. She got her little nails done. She got her toes done. I got my toes done. Look at that. And like I said before we went in, the pricing here is insane. It's crazy. So I'm a big fan of the Google reviews, so I was looking for a restaurant and it said it was open and it's rated like 4.9 stars on Google, the restaurants. We get there and it's only open at 5. Well, it's 3:50 in the afternoon and we're hungry, so we were at a place called Hat Chan, which is a Chinese restaurant, and I guess we're gonna dig into Chinese. How has the stay been? What do you think about today so far?
I think so long. I thought it's 1 hour only for the food, but it's not. It's been like 2 to 3 hours. Oh my god.
One thing that's pretty wild about the Philippines is it doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter if it's a fast food restaurant. It doesn't matter if it's the mall. Everywhere you go, there's security, armed security, everywhere you go. It's crazy. Pretty nuts. Pretty wild. Hey, so they're back behind me. I've said this previously, but we just went grocery shopping. I've gotten a full cart of food. Right? Last time it was 2 carts of food. So, or maybe it's 3 carts, I can't remember. This time it's 1 cart. It was just slightly over $200. And that'll probably make us good for at least a week or 2. So, for 7 people, by the way. So today, we're gonna get to see how the medical system works. From a previous video you probably saw, I hurt my foot. I fell when I was getting on the jet ski, and that foot continually swells every single time I try to use it, stand on it, whatever. I'm getting in the van, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing. Can you hold that for a second? So as I was saying, we're gonna head to a hospital in Ilocos Norte. My foot swells up every single time I walk on it. I can walk on it, it just starts looking like a balloon. And I guess I'm gonna try to document medical care in the Philippines. That'd be pretty cool. So we'll see how that goes. Well, so far I'm doing just like we do anywhere else. We're waiting to be seen at a little window that's, you know, like that. There's nobody there, so I guess I'll give them my name and my insurance and maybe tell them what's wrong. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. So it's a maze, just like so far what we expect back home. You don't know where you're going, so, or when you're seeing a doctor for that matter.
Can you walk on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
second floor?
Yeah.
Sige, ma'am. Madam ang elevator, i-check for us taking na.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Ultrasound, X-ray. Are you in the line? Just wait. Well, I bought travel insurance with Generali, but apparently the doctor that accepts that Generali is not here and won't be back till Saturday, so I'm just going to be paying out of pocket. So it's been interesting. So I got my x-rays, and then what you do when you get your x-rays, you pay right away. So it seems like everything that happens is like you do something, you get treated, you pay for it right then and there. So I got several x-rays on my left foot, and the total cost was 900 pesos for several x-rays on my left foot and ankle. 900 pesos, and it's like 58, 63 pesos per dollar, so you guys can do the math. So that's the experience so far. So I don't have a fracture, but they did give me that. And then I haven't even looked up what this is yet, but they gave me this medicine for pain relief. I don't know, I gotta go see what this is. So there's no internet in the hospital, so I'll have to do all the searching when I get out. But so far it's been not too bad, really. It's quick. I mean, it's no different than going to the VA. So if you go to the VA, you will experience the same thing. So, yeah, I guess maybe because I'm comparing it to going to the VA, I'm fine. So the total cost was 1,450 pesos for everything. That was the x-ray, the medicine, the doctor, everything under the sun to see if I got a fracture or not. 1,450 pesos. Not bad. So we're heading to the Chinese restaurant, while my wife holds the back of my shirt like I'm a child because I have to have a leash. Well, hello from Piddig, Philippines. So I'm sitting out here. You guys have seen this view in the past. And over here is a family home. They've got the tarp up, so they're gonna have a kind of a party here pretty soon. I'll show you guys around the home some other time. I stay, just so you know, my wife and I, we stay right over there. So if you guys were asking, if you draw a line right there, that's what my wife and I took care of and did. So there's my nephew out there working in the field. I wanted to help them get some lights on the driveway, because this is, as you can see, a very long entry for his land, and at night it gets pretty dark, and so these lights are not expensive out here. You guys are thinking, oh my gosh, you put street lights up. We're talking like $70 total for like everything. So anyways, so here's the light, and it's LED with solar, and this one's only 80,000 watts.
80,000.
but he's already got it concreted in and got it. He put that in yesterday, and waiting for that to get dry, and then we're gonna put another one right about there where my cane is, because that's where the vehicle will drop you off when they come in, they stop right there, and then you go down. So we're gonna put one there, another one by the house, and then another one back by where the pig or any animal is slaughtered for food. Yeah, this is nice, guys. And see if I can get a good view. The sun isn't glaring at the camera now, but you know, I don't know if you can tell, but you know, that's all mountains right there. It's all mountains, and behind me is mountains. All around me is mountains. Back there is mountains. You can see the clouds starting to hit the mountains. You know, and I'm in the area of Ilocos Norte, and everything slows down here. You can actually think. And as I've said before, there isn't a chase of money. If you have the ability to have a pension, you can easily retire here. As long as you have, I say $2,000, just because that's a typical Western Americanized lifestyle. And anything you have above that is going to be like icing on the cake. You're just going to be considered like having money. 2,000 is already considered having money, but more than that is just dumb. You know, the longer I've been here, the more I've noticed something on social media and conversations, even me meeting people face to face. You know, there's two types of foreigners who come to the Philippines. You got the takers and the givers. You know, the takers show up with one mindset: what can I get out of this country? They walk around with their guard up, convinced every Filipino out here is out to take their money. They never try to understand the culture, the community, or the family that they're with. I've even heard them talk nasty about being with somebody, and then nasty about the family. Or even worse, some of them criticize others, you know, for helping, or like helping is some sort of weakness. And then you got the givers, those who, you know, those are the ones that who take the time to understand the culture, and they see the reality, how $3 to me is a coffee money, but to them $3 is something that can make actual difference. You know, they don't come here to rescue anyone. They just try to add something good where they can. And there's a class system here. It's not talked about loudly, but it exists. And I'm curious to know how many even recognize that. You know, out in the provinces, that sense of community, the tribe mentality, it's deep. If you have a party, it's not your party. I've said this before, you know, everyone's welcome. The culture, that's the beauty of being here. And of course, you know, the takers criticize the givers. You're going to be a statistic. You're going to be used. All the usual noise, everything that we usually hear. But people who speak like that usually understand the culture. You know, they don't really understand the culture completely. You know, in America, we talk, we can talk, we criticize, we judge, you know, but let's be honest. How do we handle elder care in America? You know, we put our elders in nursing homes and hope that the system cares for them. You know, in a lot of countries, including the Philippines, that's just shameful. That's embarrassing. They wouldn't want to do that. They don't abandon their own like that. If, you know, it's just not something they do. Sure, is there some nursing homes in the Philippines? Yes, but they're not abundant like in America. You know, the Philippines still values family, respect, community at a level we've forgotten in the West. That's my opinion. That's why you see the difference between the takers and the givers so clearly. One group sees burden, the other group sees opportunity to contribute. I'm not saying every foreigner has to build a house or pay for everyone's groceries. But at the very least, understand where you are. Respect the culture. Look how much you have and how little others have. If you're blessed, bless someone else. It's not weakness, it's humanity. I just got to put that out there.